It's really hot in here, and part of that is because it's also really bright in here. I've had problems with the sun just kind of baking the interior of the car, so we need to stop that. I can't even keep my refrigerator cold during the day, even with a full battery, just because it gets so hot in here, and that's even with the back windows down. It's just way too hot, and I think I have at least half the solution. So this plastic bag should have part of my solution to the sun problem. So let's see what's inside here. So sorry about the mess over there. I'm in the middle of cleaning and reorganizing the car here. So this is two separate sunshades. I think there's actually three here. One of these should be for the front side windows and one of these should be for the back window. So I think these are the front side windows and I think this is the back window. Well, let's open them up and see. Well, so the driver's side window looks like it fits perfectly. These are specifically designed for the Crosstrek. These aren't the WeatherTech windows that are really expensive. These are just kind of a moderately priced one that I found on Amazon. And they sell actually an entire kit for all the windows in Crosstreks. It was really hard to find one for the current model year, but I found one, and so far so good. Well, it looks like it might be a little bit long, but I think that's kind of partly how it fits in. I was expecting it to just kind of fall off really easily, but it doesn't seem like it's that way. It really fits snugly into the frame, and that's not going anywhere. I can already tell just by blocking off that window, the temperature inside the front seat here just dropped like 20 degrees. So that's definitely effective. So you can see it fits really nicely into the window frame there, and you can open the doors just fine with it. So this is the cover for the rear window. As you can see, it has a couple of suction cups like this on it that should hold it in place. Apparently some of the earlier versions of this didn't have anything to hold it in place and they tended to fall off, so we'll see if this works. Well, the trunk is open, and so that's hanging on upside down, so I think it'll stay just fine. So I thought this would be the other window cover I ordered, but it's not. If you want to see what this is, be sure to subscribe to my channel because that will be appearing in probably the next video. So I'm sure you can guess what's in this giant box. This is how they shipped it to me, almost completely empty. You know, the usual Amazon thing. And most of what's in here is packaging. Again, I apologize for the giant mess up there. I'm in the middle of reorganizing, but this should be the windshield cover. All right, so here's what it looks like from the inside. So as you can see, there is kind of this gap up here, this cutout, and that's for something called an eyesight system, which isn't on this model. It's one of those systems that monitors things like lane keeping assist and monitors the distance between you and the next car ahead. But because this is a manual transmission car, it didn't come with the eyesight system. So unfortunately, most of these less expensive window covers, they don't come with the option of being non-eyesight models that don't have this cutout. It's just all one. And honestly, this is just fine. You can't really see it on the camera here, but there is actually this kind of blacked out pattern on the windshield right there. So you can't actually see through it all that well, and it's not transmitting a ton of light. So that's not too important. What is important is the entire windshield is covered, so my dashboard is much better protected now. And I can tell you the temperature in here has already dropped significantly because I have the windows open in the back. Well, it looks like I knocked off the window cover for the back window, but I'll fix that in a second. Anyways, the windows in this car are now covered, so this should help keep my refrigerator cool. Part of the problem is that when refrigerators get hot, they become less efficient, and so it was drawing a lot more power than it would normally. So hopefully that will improve the efficiency of the refrigerator. It won't have to cycle on as often, and I won't end up with spoiled food like I have the last couple of days. It's kind of expensive and really wasteful, and I don't like seeing that. I have learned that I can just take the fridge with me to work and plug it in that way, and that works just fine. But I'm hoping that I can just leave it in the car, not have to move it around too much, and these window covers will definitely help with that. Also, obviously, this is going to help tremendously with privacy. In case you're wondering why I don't have window covers for the rear door windows, that is because I have those bug screens on them. And with the bug screens on, you can't really see through it that easily. And I can also leave the windows down to let in lots of air as long as it's parked in a safe place, of course. If it becomes a problem and I start feeling the need for covers for the rear windows, I can always buy them. They're not that expensive. But I'm hoping that this setup will work just fine for me, and I can keep this going for the foreseeable future. So let me know in the comments down below how you like my window shade setup and whether or not you would go the DIY route or would have sprung for the expensive WeatherTech versions. So if you're looking at these window covers and wondering what this is all about and if I'm crazy or not, feel free to check out this video over there where I take you through what it's like living in my car working a regular 9-to-5 job.